Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another edition of the Average Guy's Guide to Life podcast. You know who I am. You know what this is. You dirty bitch. How's it going? We're back again. And I'm playing it on the wild side. I'm living life on the edge right now. How do you mean? How do I mean? I should say. I can't speak English again, which is nothing new. But what do I mean by I'm living life on the edge? Well, did I go parachuting? No. Did I go skydiving, bungee jumping? Did I jump into a pit of fire? Did I fly over a volcano? Did I go swimming with the sharks? None of that crazy shit. That's for people over lighter pigment. Them pink folks. Me, I ate shrimp. That's right. I ate some fucking shrimp. Something I am allergic to, I think. Don't know. I may be allergic to it. Last time I had shrimp, it made me deathly sick. And it made my throat feel very strange. Made my tongue feel very thick. Like I just coated it in some gravy. And it's been 14 years since I've had a helping of the crustacean, shellfish, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's been 14 years since I've had a helping that's meal worthy. But I've ordered some. I've eaten it. So during this podcast, I might die. How about that for your viewing pleasure? Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe before I croak. Please, if you don't mind. Shrimp is one of those weird things. I don't know. I have no idea if I am allergic to it. I think I am. I think I'm allergic to shrimp. I had it and it didn't make me feel very good. Although before then, I used to eat it. Well, not regularly, but it was one of those things that, it's kind of like, what you call it, like fast food. You don't eat fast food all the time. Well, hopefully you don't eat fast food all the time, or else you'll look like a giant laundry sack person. We're going to be getting to that a little later as well. These giant laundry sack people, these potato sack folks. But it was something that I enjoyed to eat on occasion. But ever since I had one experience with it, I'm not sure if it was old shrimp, poorly cooked shrimp. I had a shrimp and steak platter from Fridays back in the Dizzy, and steak was fantastic. The shrimp, not so much. Made me feel like I was going to die. So, why not order some more and try it again, I say, because I enjoy the taste of it. I don't enjoy the aesthetic of it, though. It looks very strange. I was I was telling somebody the other day that I have to eat shrimp when it's fried. Of course, you don't want to eat fried food all the fucking time. Who does? Lard asses. But normal people, we know you can't eat fried food all the time. But if I'm going to eat shrimp, it has to be fried. It has to be. Because if it isn't, the anatomy of a shrimp looks too similar to human beings to me. An unfried shrimpling looks kind of like a fetus. Especially when they don't devein the motherfuckers. It looks like an unborn human baby. So I'm not comfortable eating an unborn human baby. No matter how delicious it is. Okay? You gotta fry that human baby up for me. So yeah, I did that. I'm living life on the edge. Did I take a bullet to the chest? No. I took a crustacean to the mouth. Pause. Anyway, how you guys doing? Good, I know you are. Why aren't you? Is it because of the economy? Is it because of the division? And is it because of, white supremacy, black suppression? Is it because of immigration? You're not doing good. You don't have a job. There is no stimulus package coming soon. Is it because our projected president seems to be suffering from dumb acidness? Dumb acidness. Or maybe Alzheimer's? No, it's not called old timers, people. It's Alzheimer's disease. And he definitely had a facelift. You're doing well. As long as you're above ground, you're doing well, okay? You're doing fine. You're doing just fucking fine. And you have to keep the mentality of it could be worse. Even if you are in a very fucked nearly died. Maybe that's shrimp. Even if you're in the position of someone who is where you think is the bottom, maybe you're a 45-year-old person still living at home with your parents. You work as a motherfucking welcomer at Walmart, and you don't have a significant other. You don't have any children, and you're beating your very short, sad dick at night, covered in way too many pubes, and you're like, why am I living? Oh, things are so bad. It could be worse, motherfucker. You could be in Africa fighting a civil war with no electricity and no electronics, and you gotta kill somebody with a fucking bow and arrow or a spear or a rock. Okay? Make it happen. Just fucking make it happen. Could be worse. So you are doing fine. With everything that's happening now, and the technology that we have available to us, the medical advances that we have available to us, and just so many opportunities. No matter who you are, your gender, all that shit, your race, your creed, your religion, we still, in the United States of America, we still have opportunities to be great. So you're doing fine. I'm doing fine. Could be better, but that's the default response we give to everyone that asks us how we're doing anyway. You say fine, because you don't want to complain. So I'm going to spend the rest of this podcast complaining. No, I'm not going to do that. I will complain a little bit, though, because I currently had an experience with people that work in the service industry. And a lot of service industry workers, they are necessary. You need someone to come and change your tire if you don't know how to, and you're on the expressway, you pull over, you call AAA or some shit. That's a service that's needed. Maybe sticking with the vehicle theme, you don't have a car, and maybe you need an Uber or a Lyft, or maybe you need public transportation. That's a service that's needed. Even I believe people that we can't do it now, but you go out to a restaurant and the person that's cooking your meal, your dish, that's a service that's needed. People that work in check cashing places, are they really needed? I don't think they are. It might be because of my own personal experience with them today. And I did that because, I didn't have direct deposit for this day. So I went to a check cashing place. And for everyone that knows what they are, I'm pretty sure everything that I'm going to say is going to resonate with you in some way, or you can relate to it. Of course, it's a long wait, and you have to go through these fucking lines, right? These lines that they're not straight lines. They're like these snake lines, right? They put these tubes up, or sometimes they don't have tubes. They have these like these velvet ropes, or sometimes they have these these lines that you can't cross, and they zigzag, and you have to go through and turn left and turn right. So you're standing in those lines, and you're waiting for your chance to go to talk to the the service member, and they're standing behind bulletproof glass because, of course, people want to rob them. That's where all the money is. And they know nothing about nothing when it comes to actual financial support. The only thing that they do is get your check or get your shit and give you money or take your money. They don't know nothing about nothing. So maybe I should give them a break here, but I won't. I definitely won't. And it's because I was cashing a check today, and the person I was talking to, not only were they not qualified to work anywhere else but this place, anywhere. Just basic mathematics skills is what you need. Just count in 20s. That's the only thing this person is good at. And with absurdly long nails. Like ridiculously long nails. I'm not sure what the fad is here with these fake. They're getting longer and longer. I'm worried about this. These nails are getting ridiculously long, and eventually they're going to be as long as a human's forearm. Like, when does it stop? When will you stop increasing the length of your nails? Stop pretending it's not an inconvenience, because it's an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience just for me looking at it. Like, you can't type with those. You can't wipe with those. You can't. It's not normal. But anyway, like, why are you doing this? Why are you can't grip anything. You can't do anything with that long of a nail. But anyway, so I hand my check to this person, and then they begin to question me about my own revenue, my own income. Like I didn't just leave work to hand you this check. Looking at me, of course, I'm behind a mask, so everyone looks like a burglar and a criminal. So I'm behind this mask, and they're asking me, where did this check come from? Where did the check come from? I said, my job. It's like, where do you work? Motherfucker, the address is on the check. And I give them the address. It's like, what did I do? Did I steal someone's check, then steal their identity, and then steal their appearance and their face just to go cash a payroll check? It's going to take a lot more than that for me to put all that effort into doing that shit. So this person made things extremely difficult before eventually realizing that, oh, okay, you do have a job and you do work, and maybe I can just cash this check. Yeah, motherfucker, that's what I've been telling you the whole time I was standing here. 20 minutes I was standing here, and I could have just handed you my cell phone through the little inconvenient slot that you have in between you and the bulletproof glass. Could have just handed you my phone and be like, here, call my job. I gave them the numbers, by the way. She said, oh, there's no number in here that matches in our system. We have to go by our system. So, well, your system is wrong. Have you ever thought about, I don't know, Googling it, motherfucker? We're on Google. Some service jobs are necessary. These motherfuckers are not. Like, can we automate them? I believe these are the first jobs that can be replaced by robots. Because at least the robots won't give you sass. And the robots won't have fucking 6-inch nails that are obviously painful to wipe with. Obviously. Come on. They're so inconvenient. Doesn't make any sense. Any sense. But yes. I'm not shitting on the service industry, by the way. I used to work in service early in my life. I was a cashier. One of my very first jobs, I was a cashier at a fruit market. Back when they still had those. It was a fruit market. And a lot of the employees there were of Latin descent. I think they were Mexicans, and they spent a lot of their time speaking Spanish. And I eventually quit because I figured that they were talking about me in Spanish, and I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying. So quit. So kudos to all my service workers out there. Now, the other thing that I was thinking about, because luckily I am in a position where I don't live far from where I work. So it doesn't take me long to get to work. So I have the luxury of sitting and sipping my coffee a little bit before I just drive to work. And I get my coffee from a gas station. Of course, gross, disgusting. Why would anyone do that? I do that. Coffee's not too bad. They have a lot of options. It's not like one of those people that just pick up the street runoff and pour it into a fucking coffee mug. It's actually pretty decent. So I go and get my coffee, and while I'm doing that, on this particular day, I decide to count the people that go into the gas station, because I was doing a little experiment in my head. I do a lot of those. I don't know why. They don't serve any purpose. Maybe one day I'll make a book, 100 random social experiments, I'll call it maybe. But I did a social experiment today because I wanted to figure out the obesity percentage just in my general area. I wanted to figure out how many people are going into this gas station that are obese. And I gave myself a number because I didn't want to sit there too long. I'm not going to count every motherfucker that goes into the gas station because I also got to go to work. So I was like, okay, I'm going to count up to 20 people. 20 people that go into this gas station. I'm going to mark them either, a normal size, healthy size, little chubby, obese, whatever the fuck. Overweight. So I get up to my 20 number, and lo and behold, 16 of the 20 people that I counted going into this gas station were overweight. 16 out of 20. Motherfucker. 16 out of 20. That means 4 people were actually normal looking or in shape. Out of 20. What in all of the fucks? I shouldn't even be surprised, honestly. Because people love to eat here. People love cheese and grease and meat, bread. I put on a few myself. Don't know if you can tell. I'm looking kind of... I'm still fine though. But still. 16 out of 20 people were human laundry sacks. Potato sack people. These round folks. That's worrisome. It's very worrisome. I don't know why I just shared that statistic with you. Maybe I was going somewhere with it, but I completely lost what I was going to say. Maybe I just put it out there because it's interesting. Or it's sad. It's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. And there wasn't like a specific race to it either. It was black, white, Hispanic. Like, motherfuckers just round. So you can't blame it on the cuisine. Because I'm pretty sure white people, they can't cook. All this shit tastes bad. But they still eating all that bland shit. They eating the fuck out of all that bland shit. They love it. And we already know what's happening with the Mexicans. Everything's a taco. Like, I don't give a fuck what you call it. You can call it quesadilla. You can call it fajita. You can call it the goddamn whatever the fuck. Burrito. It's all a taco. You got a big taco, a small taco, medium-sized taco, a skinny taco. It's all tacos. So y'all eating a lot of fucking bread. Like a lot of corn and shit. or flour. Y'all just stuffing flour in your mouth with all these random assortment of different named tacos. So I mean that's explained, and of course, black folks, we got soul food, okay, and we got biscuits and cornbread and all the meats you could think about. We got the fucking barbecue and all the shit that make your love handles jiggle. But it's sad, very sad, and it's not due to the pandemic either. I don't want to say that, because these people didn't gain all that weight in this time. I mean, these people are lumpy. They're lumpy looking. Okay? I just want to, smooth out the lumps. That's it. And don't cheat by buying one of those fucking body form things. It's sad. I wish that we as a nation was healthier, because a lot of things, of course, with the pandemic happening now, health is on the forefront of everyone's mind, but it's only a temporary thing. They're thinking that, okay, once COVID is over, I can go back to living my life, and this is only going to last a certain while, but it should really spark a conversation and an interest for everyone to try and be more healthy in their overall life, and not just because they think that their immediate well-being is in danger. I mean, unless you don't want to live very long, by all means, if you don't want to live very long, then stuff your fucking face with all the greasy shit you can. But if you do intend on living the longest amount of time that you can on this planet, this should be a reminder that you should take your health a lot more seriously than you are. And not just because a disease is threatening your existence, but because not only that, but you want to live. I'm not saying you got to go run a fucking marathon every day, but, not saying that you have to stop eating chicken nuggets. By all means, go get yourself some fucking chicken nuggets. Eat them motherfuckers. Dip them in honey mustard. If you dip them in anything else, it is unacceptable. But go get your fucking chicken nuggets. Get your chicken strips. Get your chicken fingers. Fry them motherfuckers up. But don't eat them every day. You know what I'm saying? Don't just fucking pour motor oil in the form of Coca-Cola down your throat every morning. It should be a wake-up call. That's all I'm saying. Is that all I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's all I'm saying. It was a pleasure speaking to you today, whoever is on the other side of this podcast and this camera and my beautiful, beautiful mug. And remember, I love you. If you don't believe I love you, comment. Comment your address. Comment your phone number. I'll show you how much I love you. Show up. Do some things to you. All right, bye.